And Jeffries as Marion Kirby, the ghostess with the mostest. Robert Sterling as George Kirby, that most sporty spirit. And Leo G. Carroll, host to said ghost, as Topper.
George. Marion. I must say I find your spectral horseplay utterly devoid of humor.
Oh, horseplay.
Whichever one of you did it, stop. Replace my sign at once.
Never.
Very well, I'll do it myself.
Over my dead body.
Didn't know you had any other kind.
Now, that's dirty cool, Topper. Can we help it if we're not real gone?
Well, stop behaving like a couple of zombies and present yourselves properly. What do you think you're doing?
What does it look like we're doing? We're taking a sun bath.
I like to get a real deep tan. You'd be surprised how quickly I fade. And no cracks. Hey, Neil, hand me a can of beer.
My lawn with no clothes on? What do the neighbors think?
Topper, darling, have you forgotten? Nobody can see us or hear us but you.
You've got special privileges. I'll have a swig?
But you don't really intend to stay here, do you?
Well, why not? It's our house as much as it is yours.
Even more, we lived here first.
Sure. Yeah, well, you're not living here now. You're not even living. I'm sorry, but I was kind of hoping you'd be gone before we moved in.
How about this ungrateful monster?
You'd almost think we were relatives. Oh, Cosmo!
Yes, dear.
Have those movers arrived?
No, dear. Go away.
It's a disgrace. Why, it's almost noon and they're 2 hours late. You'd better come in and phone them.
Yes, dear.
I've never seen a house in such condition. I don't believe that Mrs. Kirby ever cleaned it.
Well, it doesn't surprise me.
That'll teach you to side with your wife. Cosmo, how can you sit there and rest when there's so much work to be done? Cosmo, where's Mother? Where's Father?
In Pipac, dear, where they always are.
Cosmo Topper, you know very well what I mean. Where are their pictures?
Pictures? Oh, yes, they seem to have gone, don't they?
Did you take them, Cosmo? Answer me. I want the truth.
Of course I didn't take them. Why should I?
So if you didn't take them, who did? Answer me that.
All right, now I'm going to give you 3. 1, 2, 3. What are you, a wise guy or something? All right, I'll have to use force.
With Neil.
I am not playing with Neil. He's playing with me. I can't get him out.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, a grown man unable to cope with a little dog.
Little dog? I've seen smaller horses win the Derby.
Step aside, please. Here, Neil.
Dog. Well, I better get the pictures.
Hurry up. We mustn't keep Papa waiting.
Hey, they're not there.
There's got to be. Did you look all around?
How many rooms do you think there are in a doghouse? I tell you, they're gone. Topper!
Topper, darling.
What, have you found them?
Well, not exactly.
But we know where they are.
Well, where are they?
Well, we don't exactly know that either.
But we know somebody who does. Him?
He.
The pictures were in the doghouse.
And they're not there now.
But how did they get into the doghouse?
Well, that's unimportant. The important thing is, how did they get out?
That's where Neil comes in.
Yeah, he must have hid them.
Why should Neil hide pictures?
Well, I did. Why shouldn't he?
So you were the one.
We'll get them back. Honestly, Topper. Honestly, we will. No use. We've already asked them.
Hey, wait a minute. I got it all figured out. What does a dog usually do with the things he picks up?
He eats them?
He buries them.
Well, he'd probably bury something else in the same place, wouldn't
That's
he?
what I said.
A bone. Who's got a bone?
What kind of a bone?
Well, any kind of a bone. T-bone.
No. How about a ham bone?
Perfect.
Where we find one?
Topper, the lunch pail.
No,
The mover's lunch pail. One of them was eating a chop.
Oh, I wouldn't look in there.
Why not? That's a wonderful idea.
What? No, I don't think they'd like it, old man.
Oh, they don't need to know. Come on.
Oh, no, Marion, please.
Yummy.
Oh, no, please.
Here we are. Eat, Topper.
I don't want it. I'm not hungry.
Go on, eat it. Give the bone to Neil. Crazy about bones and beer.
Well, so that is why you did not want we should eat our lunches. You did not want we should eat our lunches because you wanted to eat our lunches. Right, Irving?
Right. I know this looks rather incriminating.
Rather incriminating, he says. Rather incriminating. Did you hear that, Irving? What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
No, he has. Look, I'll be only too pleased to pay anything you think is fair.
Let us not add bribery to gluttony.
Now look what you've done. That's right. Run away. Hide. Cowards.
And let us not add insult to injury.
We're sorry, Topper. Aren't we, George?
I know I am.
Yes, well, from now on, all I ask is don't help me.
But Topper, what are we going to do?
Well, we still got to find a bone somewhere. Come on, Topper, eat. It's good for you.
Please, I shan't be able to eat for a week.
Hey, this is pretty bad.
Oh.
Cosmo Topper, how could you?
How could I what?
You know very well what. It's heartless enough for you to eat it all with mother and father missing, but to eat an entire leg of lamb, I don't know what's got into you.
The lamb.
Shush.
I will not shush.
I didn't mean you, dear.
Then whom did you mean?
Yeah, who did you mean?
Well,
Now what's the matter with you?
I never saw mother and father looking so well.
Cosmo, where did you ever find them?
Where did I find them?
In a hole behind the hedge.
It was, in a hole.
What were they doing in a hole?
That's a good question.
Well, it was a kind of a hole.
Like the one you're in now.
Will you please explain?
It was, a hole in the truck.
What truck?
Yes, Papa, what truck?
The mover's truck.
How did they get there?
This had better be good. Well, they moved them back by mistake.
Mistake nothing.
Come on, dear.
They were trying to steal them. I suspected them right off.
We are through with this load.
Aren't you ashamed of yourselves?
But Henrietta,
Us ashamed of ourselves? And why, may I ask, should we be ashamed?
Trying to take those pictures.
oh, Henrietta.
Lady, I wouldn't take those pictures if you was to give them away, which I strongly advise.
Well, I'm sure it's all a misunderstanding.
And if you are looking for a snitcher, there is one not 3 feet from you who snitches lunches.
What does he mean?
Oh, nothing at all, dear.
Nothing at all, he says, after eating both our lunches.
Both your lunches? On top of that lamb?
Oh, no. The lamb came after. I mean...
And now, madam, it is a pleasure to announce that we are through moving you. Sign here, please. Come, Irving. Breezy, ain't it?
Get that bone out of here. Here, take it away.
Cosmo, not again. How could you eat 2 lunches and a whole leg of lamb and still gnaw on the bone?
I wasn't gnawing on the bone, my dear. I was just saving it to put a polish on my riding boots. Excellent for boning dents out of woodwork, too.
Well, never mind that now. We've got to get rid of those portraits.
What?
Don't stand there. Put them in the attic.
But why?
Because Mother and Father don't like them. They feel the artist didn't do them justice.
But, Henrietta, how can the portraits possibly disturb your mother and father when they're not here to see them?
Oh, they'll see them all right. They're coming to stay with us for a month.
Steady, old man.
Remember, we're here. Cosmo! How do you do that?
Balance, my dear. Balls to the feet. You know.
A John W. Lupton, Bernard L. Schubert production. Produced by John W. Lupton. Starring Ann Jeffries, Robert Sterling, and Leo G. Carroll.